What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Internet Capitalist Podcast with Luke Kish, where we talk about mindsets, experiences, and frameworks that will help you have fun, get rich, build cool shit, and positively impact the world. I am your host, Luke Kish, and welcome to episode number 30 of the podcast, all about slowing down when you're stuck. Whoa, that sounds crazy. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Slow down when you're stuck, when things aren't working. That doesn't sound like good advice, right? Everyone says go fast, take massive action, get after it. Well, I do agree with that fundamentally as a principle, taking action. I believe that in moments of being stuck or moments of setback, it's not always the best move to just quickly go right back into it. Frenetic, massive action, get after it. And here's why. Often when you're stuck or when you're set back or there's failure, it's because the action that you're currently taking is not working in some way, shape, or form, which leads me to believe more of that action likely will not solve the problem. On the contrary, it's my belief that when you feel stuck or things are slow or things aren't working, it's actually a better idea to try and assess, ponder, strategically think, ask yourself directional questions, overall questions, overarching questions, and get answers to some of these questions. And we're talking really foundational things. Is this business model still working? Can this business model work? Is this offer correct? Is the way the whole business is structured optimized? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Do customers still consume what we're offering in the same way? Has the market, morphed or transformed in the way they see value? Are our efforts moving in a way that will be favored by time and what is to come, or punished by time and what is to come? Where's the overall trend of this market? So answering some of these questions may completely change your actionable strategy. So that's why it's my belief that rather than just working your butt off, which you still should do, you need to give yourself space before doing that to assess, to ponder, to introspect, to reflect, right? Ray Dalio has a quote, pain plus reflection equals progress. If you're stuck, it's probably painful. If your business isn't working, it's probably painful. If something's not going as you want it to be, it is probably painful. So you can't just have the pain and more action, right? Because that might just lead to more pain. And, that's called being insane, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You don't want to do that. You must reflect. And when you reflect, you will get progress. So I'm not saying don't take action and don't be in a state of massive action. You typically always want to be in a state of massive action, but you must come out of massive action. You must make sure you still can see the forest from the trees, maybe by leaving the tree for a day, going up in a hot air balloon, looking down, picking another tree, unplugging, getting away from the things, letting your brain feel no normal inputs so you can assess, introspect, reflect, and ask deep questions that you can answer. And then based off of the answers you get from those deep questions, can strategically decide new directions and new actionable things to get, you guessed it, unstuck. So, on the contrary, I think when things are going great, that's when you need to go fucking absolutely ham. Turn the brain off and push it as hard as you can. Why? Because everything that's working, everything you're doing is working well. That is the time to go absolutely fucking nuts, right? And this is kind of backwards because most people, when things are going really well, it's easy to take your foot off the gas. Right. And then when things aren't going good, the natural inclination is just like, do more of the same. I think, you need to just kind of sort of choose a little middle ground on both ends there. One, when things are going good, you need to go harder. Fuck relaxing, fuck partying, fuck celebrating if everything's in massive momentum. Momentum is hard to create and easy to push. So if you have it, push it, don't lose it. And then if you're failing or things are, stuck, you're not growing, quote unquote failure, because failure is all temporary if you don't quit. But you get what I'm saying? If you're stuck or things are less than ideal, it's not always just, hey, let's just push through this. Like, let's just, we've been banging this board on our head and it hasn't broke yet, but let's just keep using our head and just keep banging and bang harder. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe there's a fucking saw right next to you that you need to stop banging your head for a second, think things through, pick up the saw, cut the fucking board, right? So that's my message for today. When things are stuck, that's not always the time to just push, to feel like you need to take action, to feel like you need to, go. Stuck is a good time to really get objective with yourself, really get real. Like, that would be how I replace stuck. Get real. Answer hard questions about the current situation that you're in. And in answering these hard questions, you will get solutions to the problems that you have. You will get answers to the things you're trying to solve for. And these answers will lead you in new directions that will get you unstuck and back on the path of growth. So I hope this helped. It's a little counterintuitive. I think most people think I'm stuck, go harder. I think you're stuck. Take a couple days, reflect, introspect, decide strategically, directionally, think along those lines, directionally, strategically. Are our fundamentals in order? Have any shifts taken place? Are any things need to change that are like drastic? Am I the right person for this? Is my team the right person for this? Do we need a new team? Do we need a new strategy? Do we need you fill in the blank? That's the time to ask those questions, get answers, and then don't stay there. You can by all means ask too many of those fucking questions and get to a point of analysis paralysis. What it is ask the question objectively and accept the answer that you get, whether you like it or not, right? Questions have more right, because we'll say there's no 100% right, but there can be close to 100% right and certainly much more correct objectively answers if you're looking at a frame of mind that's sound, right? I can objectively see and decide. I can objectively see that my camera is black, right? I can call this camera black. Is it 100% black? No, but it's fucking black, right? Get some of those answers. And then if it's black, call it black. And then take action, right? Like, I could sit here and say, I want my camera to be fucking white. I want the answer to this question to be this, because then I don't have to fire this person, or then I don't have to redo my whole fucking strategy because, this form of advertising is now dead, even though it worked 2 years ago. Or I don't have to, spend 3 months building a whole new component of my sales team because we now need to have more effort on outbound because traffic is, you can't just sit there and say, oh no, I want it to still work like it did. So fuck that answer. That answer sounds hard. I don't want that answer. That's the key there. When you get those answers, get the right answer and then go right back into massive action. So you got the answer, objective, saw through, make the decision, thought through, make the decision, and then back into massive action. I think that's a good way to get unstuck. So I hope that helped. If it did, please share it with a friend that you think it could help as well. I think lots of people, might feel stuck right now, and having this kind of reminder to, hey, you don't need to push and do more of the same that's creating the stuckness. You need to take a second, ask yourself some tough questions, get answers to them, get the right answers to them, even if they're answers you don't enjoy. And then with those answers that you objectively have decided upon, go now take new action to get unstuck and get back into growth. So I hope that helped. If it did, share with a friend, anybody you think could help. I don't run any ads on this thing. That's all I ask for. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. I do these pretty much every single day. Thank you for being an internet capitalist, and I hope that you have an amazing day. Thanks. Bye.